Champ Chase is in full swing right now. And speaking of swings, who doesn't like a little underdog push to get you going on some points for free, ultra cheap, easy peasy, and they can be done multiple times. Now the Champ Chase right now is for Cheshire Cat, which looks awesome, and I'm still on the grind. Here's the thing on a Champ Chase instead of a summoning event. Get champions by any means necessary. Shards, market, campaign, etc. and win rewards, which is true. That's exactly what we want to do. This doesn't mean that you have to pull them from shards. We need to take advantage of that, and the market is not the play. Here's what you can do. Go to your fusion. I am going to be fusing rosin here. If you've already fused him, you can't do this. I repeat, you cannot refuse him. Don't get mad at me in the comments. It's a Plarian problem, not me. Actually, the comments have been insanely friendly, so I'm just joking. But I have got this one almost prepped. I've got my Lich at 50. I've got pots for Ascension. That's one of the kickers, though. If you're looking to do a fusion during a Champ Chase like this, you're going to have potions for Ascending. Now, these guys here, these are all set up. I've got the heroes that I need here, the champions. I'm going to have to take these to 5-star. That's going to take some time. I've still got a day, but fusing a legendary is going to give me 500 points. It's 5,000 as a baseline for hitting the Cheshire Cat right now, but maybe your target's something else. Maybe your target was a Lego book in the 2000s. That is going to get you almost a quarter of the way. Also, Broadmaw is a permanent fusion. Fusing Broadmaw is going to give you 350 points because they're a void Lego. And all of these components are free, whether it be farming in campaign with the 4 uncommons, whether it be our guys here. I don't know, this is Huntress, I think, and then the weird Minotaur guy. And I'll show you, if you don't know where to get those, you don't need void shards. Yeah, void shards would probably speed it up for you, but you don't need it. Go to Arena, go to Tag Team Arena. If you have not already bought the fragments, they're going to be right in here. Also, don't forget to buy your Drexler fragments. I've already bought them out of here, but if this is the very first time for you, you are even able to buy some there in your Tag Team Arena. If not, yes, it's going to come down to rolling some voids. The good news, the one good thing about it is these are void rares. You don't have to get lucky. In fact, it's sort of a consolation prize of being unlucky. Another way that you can save and get lots and lots of free points that I am terrible about is going with your fragment summons. I am not that patient of a guy. Wait Shadow Legends is a hard fit, but a fun game. If I had Archmage Helmet ready to go, it would be smart of me or you or whoever to wait to use him until we needed him. Now this might be like a Champ Chase during a fusion, might be better unless you really want the Cheshire Cat, which I do, or your Carl. A lot of these are going to be, or all of them are going to be one-offs, but if you can save them, you're good to go. A lot of people saved the stock fragments as well to use on additional fusions coming up or just on Champ Chases. It is a great way to go, but it requires being very, very patient. Do recommend. The other brain dead part of this here as well, I say brain dead, but if you're going to be pulling shards on a Champ Chase, try to pull on events that are going to benefit you. Like this is a targeted champion boost. This is a 2x chance of epic and legendaries on ancients. Now, I would tend to pull ancients. I've got some void shards banked up. I don't need to pull voids right now. It's fun. I might get those rares. It's not worth it. I needed 2x voids to pull on there. And I would 100% recommend not pulling shards that are not on a bonus unless you are super close or you run the math. It's really easy to assume we'll get there when we pull a bunch of shards and not actually get there. And lastly, mystery shards, shockingly, are quite viable for points. I'm sitting on 1,100 points right now because I know I can pull all these in, I don't know, probably an hour or two. It's not so bad. This is something that gets either really pushed online, which is great because I agree. I agree with the messaging. Or people say, it's a lot. You're going to get carpal tunnel. If you're a gamer, you've been on the internet for a decade or 2 or 3 decades at this point, you are not going to get carpal tunnel from pulling shards for an hour. You have clicked way more than that just doing whatever over the last 3 decades. So I wouldn't sweat that at all. Now I am feeding the 1-stars. So if you don't know, somehow you go to your 1-star here, you go to upgrade level, which is going to default, and then you're going to click instant upgrade. And when you have a bunch more 1-stars here, it's going to select them. I'm going to uncheck, we don't want the 2 stars here, but he would just eat these and then he would immediately go to level 10 and then you click rank up from there. You'd even macro that if you wanted. It's not too bad of a deal for clicking, and that's going to like massively garbage disposal / consume these champions. The other benefit you can have, so if you're doing that to stack your W's, is going to be to go and say, hey, is there any there any champ training event going on? Is there anything going on like that? And oh, sure enough, there is. Because when you take those champions 1 to 10, you're going to get levels. And at some point, you're going to be in a process. If you're pulling 1100 shards, like I'm probably going to need to maybe do, we're going to be eating those and we're going to be turning them into 2 stars and so on and so forth. And we're going to be getting double mileage out of a champ training event for everything that levels up and everything that gets levels. Those are some basic tips on how to save, either whether it be real world cash or in-game energy or in-game shards. And definitely, if you have the patience for it, saving your fragment fusions is 100% the way to go, because you're bringing in Legos, and Void Legos, Void Epics, Void Champs are always worth more in these as well. So if you have a chance to fuse Broadma, you can fuse multiple copies of Broadma in the same champ chase. If you have other heroes that are waiting, maybe you have your Carl the Scourge sitting around. For me, I'm close to Archmage Helmet. I don't think I can quite get there with Rare Doors and Doom Tower, but I'm kind of close on him, and that would give me not a Void Epic, but at least an epic to be pulling. I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. One of the things that comes up as well with the saving the fragment legendaries is it's a ton of points, because legendaries are great. I mean, super value on the accounts. And if you're wanting to start an account like I've got here and you want to start with the legendary, I highly recommend the link in the description, because you're going to start off with a bang on great legendary with Corrado Fox Hunter. Don't worry, you don't have to hunt foxes. You can hunt the enemy team in arena and honestly in PvE content. This boy is bringing a weekend, and not only is he bringing a weekend, he's bringing epics along with him that you get as you level up your account, including Clan Boss Specialist Fane, Vergus, etc. If you have tips for how to better prep for these events as well, let me know. Of course, tying in with shards is Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, but everybody's account is in a different spot. Their heroes and gear are at a different spot, but absolutely Ultra Nightmare is going to be the way to go for stacking up free, amazing shards in game. There'll be more videos kind of in this line coming down in the future, and I'd love to do a Clan Boss takeover. So if somebody watching this wants some help with their Clan Boss team, let me know. I love it. I love speed tuning. I made custom tunes for myself and for some friends with Nick and Noel, with Noel still being bugged. Shout out to Plarium right now. But I'm excited to do that on some other accounts too, and to help people out, because I love looking at the numbers with Clan Boss. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, and let me know what video you would like to see in the description, aka what do you think would be helpful for you or people that you know that are playing Raid, because I love to do that. Have a great day.